This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1973, Frugal Guide to Buying a Used Car by Renee of thefunsizedlife.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. This is a show where I serenade you with the sweet sounds of personal finance knowledge from some of the best blogs on the planet, with the author's permission, of course. So let's get right to today's post and start optimizing your life. Frugal Guide to Buying a Used Car by Renee of thefunsizedlife.com. You're buying a used car in the first place because you're a practical person. You know a used car performs much like a brand new car, but you do need to consider many things first when buying a car, including the warranty, which you can get help on by reading endurance warranty reviews. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is not just about the car itself, but also about the other components, accessories, and necessities like insurance and warranty. Why buy a used car? It's really practical to buy a used car over a new vehicle. It saves you money since you won't have to worry about the car's registration, taxes, and depreciation. You can even get a car with an extended warranty and insurance in some cases. The seller will include those in the price. It's never been wiser to buy a pre-owned car than now when cars are more reliable. They're durable, and most cars can reach well over 100,000 miles without encountering any problems. Sure, some car components have to be changed because of wear and tear, but the crucial parts like the engine, transmission, and braking system likely will work well until the second owner takes over. Make a list of priorities. Admittedly, looking for a good quality pre-loved car will not be easy. There are many listings out there, online and in real life. The first thing you need to do is list down your priorities. Is budget your priority? Is it the brand or model? Does it matter much to you if the car has a few 100,000 miles on it? Or do you want something newer? Knowing what you're looking for makes it easier to find a car that suits your needs. However, having a list of priorities doesn't mean you will follow it to a T. You'll probably need to compromise on some of your must-haves. Set a budget. Since you want to be frugal, your budget is on top of your list. There are two ways to buy a car: pay in cash or apply for a loan. If you're paying in cash, don't forget to save money for registration, insurance, and possible future repairs since the car isn't brand new. If you're going to apply for a loan, you might want to get a pre-approval because it simplifies the buying process. Also, it puts you in a stronger position at the dealership since you're already pre-approved. How do you know which loan is better? Check out online loan calculators to see what loan options will save you more money. Understand how you will use the car. Totally frugal people will think about the car's fuel efficiency. How do you plan to use the vehicle? If you have a large family, you need ample space for everyone. If you need a car for everyday work, you need a workhorse, something reliable and cheap on gas. Of course, make sure that safety is a top priority. Having established the role of the car in the family, you have a better chance of picking what's best. You can search for car models through different websites. Compare and contrast each car model according to your list. Price the cars. There are many factors to consider in buying pre-owned cars. 3 of the most important things are the mileage, age, and options. You can look up how much a pre-used car costs with these specifics in mind. Arm yourself with the following information: year, make, model, options, special features like navigation, mileage, and condition level. You can find pricing guides on the internet. There are 2 types of pricing: dealer, retail, and private party. The latter is for when you're buying from a friend or neighbor. Usually prices from a private party are more flexible. There's more room for negotiation. Buy directly from the owner. Car dealerships certify pre-owned cars and sell them at a higher price because of that assurance. But is that assurance worth the higher price? It will likely last for 30 days. After that, you'll shoulder any problem the car encounters. On the other hand, buying the car directly from the first owner will give you more leeway. You can negotiate the terms more, or even ask for discounts. Check the consumables. A car has consumables, namely the timing belt, hoses, brake pads, and rotors, oil, transmission fluid, and tires. Ask the owner when these were last replaced. You can also bring a mechanic who will assess the car's condition. If there's an issue with these components, you can ask the owner for a discount since you'll need to pay for the replacement yourself. Save up for a bigger down payment. The higher the down payment, the lower the interest rate and monthly amortization. If you're applying for auto financing, you need to save up first. Don't content yourself with a 10% down payment because you'll pay more in interest. If you plan to buy a pre-owned car soon, better try saving up and make a down payment of at least 20 or even 30%. Conclusion. A pre-used car is a practical purchase. It can last for a long time and serve you well, but it will not require spending all of your savings. It's perfect for frugal people because there are many options out there. On top of that, you can even get better deals if you're good at negotiating. You just listened to the post titled Frugal Guide to Buying a Used Car by Renee of thefunsizedlife.com. This article had me reflecting on the cost of my own car because for the most part, it's something I barely notice. At one point, AAA reported that the yearly cost of maintaining a car is $8,500. I definitely don't spend $8,500 per year to own my car, but I think the main reason is because I set up my life so that I don't drive that much. I've only driven 30,000 miles since I bought my car in 2018. And even with gas at $5 a gallon, I'm spending about $50 per month on gas as I only need to fill up once. Driving so little also results in very low maintenance costs. So regardless of what car you decide to buy, how much you need to drive makes a huge difference. Also, I used Gabby to reduce my insurance costs earlier this year. I saved over $200 on my car and home insurance with Gabby, and that's GABI, and I highly recommend it. Remember to not just auto-renew your policy. Use a service like Gabby to find the best price on insurance when your policy is up for renewal. I'm saving money on insurance because I didn't buy comprehensive coverage. The value of my car simply doesn't justify it. I only paid $6,000 for my car, and it has over 100,000 miles on it. I've read that a good rule of thumb is that you should have liability-only insurance if the annual cost of full coverage exceeds 10% of your car's value. At that point, the extra coverage might not be worth the added cost of paying for more than liability-only insurance. That all being said, I'm paying $27 per month for car insurance, and I'm pretty happy with that. When I was buying my car, I got permission to drive it to a third-party mechanic to make sure it was in good condition and to get a second opinion on how much the car was worth. I was able to tap a friend for this, but I've known others to spend around $100 to get this second opinion, and I think it's well worth it, especially if you're going to realize a huge savings for buying a used car. The other reason I got such a good deal, but also wanted to get a second opinion, is because my car is a rebuilt title, which means that my car was salvaged and then passed a state inspection before getting sold to me. I hope this gives you even more ideas on how you might be able to save on your vehicle. That should do it for another edition of Optimal Finance Daily. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the Wednesday show tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.